If you're willing to lean in during times of uncertainty, chances are you're going to have a successful outcome because more than likely your competitors aren't willing to do the same. My name's Tim Garul. I'm a real estate investor, mortgage advisor, and special operations veteran. I make content like this for real estate professionals to help you win in any market and provide your clients tools and confidence necessary to grow and win. We have to believe in what we're selling. We're helping clients every day, and we owe it to them to be as educated as possible. If you don't believe in what you're selling, then they're not going to either. I believe in this asset class. It changes lives forever. I'm continuing to buy. In fact, I'm even ramping up to lean in even harder. If you believe in what you sell, people will gravitate towards that and follow you. There's so many people right now that are having a sales slump that are blaming it on market conditions. If we just take a step back and ask ourselves critically, hey, what kind of attitude are we putting out there? How are we selling ourselves? If I was a buyer and I came to me on a given day right now during this market shift, do I have the confidence, the education, the knowledge required to successfully navigate this transition? Am I exuding a level of confidence that's attracting growth? If we ask ourselves honestly, there might be some of us who are falling short, and that's what's making our business suffer as opposed to strictly blaming it on the market conditions. The market's softening, but it's not going to crash. Well, how do we know it's not going to crash? We just look at data. Right now, homeowners have the highest level of equity in recorded history. The metrics just simply don't support a crash. So last week, we were looking at purchases after the recent Fed hike, and purchases responded great. They were up 8%. We're down 10% year over year. Now, this isn't a scorched earth metric because it's in comparison to the last 2 years, okay? The last 2 years were an anomaly, and we all know it's an anomaly. So really what's happening is the market's kind of getting back into a normal cycle. There is still plenty of opportunity. It's true, mortgage rates have continued to rise. And we're also seeing that buyers are required to pay points on the mortgage rate that they're getting. This makes mortgages more expensive. It makes the cost of the mortgage more expensive up front. Guys, listen up to this next section, because if you bring nuggets like these to your clients, they are going to be so blown away with your understanding of the market and economic data that they are going to be married to you for life. Paying these extra points on the mortgages right now is expensive, but it actually could be a good thing. Why? When a mortgage is secured, it's sold on this thing called the secondary market, okay? For these transactions to happen, people have to make money off of those transactions. A reason that they wouldn't make money on these transactions is if the mortgages were paid off early. If they're paid off early, they don't meet a minimum life cycle. Investors are losing money on holding those transactions for long periods of time. Because we all know, the longer a mortgage is held, money's made on the interest. Why is that a good thing? Well, because they're making us pay points right now, that means that the financial powers that be, the investors that are trading these assets, are hedging on the fact that they think rates are going to drop at the end of the year. Otherwise, why else would all these mortgages be paid off early? This is how understanding the market and economics surrounding these topics holistically is giving us context clues that these investors are hedging on a decreased rate in the near future. Sometimes we just have to step back and look at historic data. Mortgage rates always track behind inflation. If inflation rates curb, so will mortgage rates. When I first started my special operations career, a senior teammate told me something that implanted in my mind immediately and has stuck with me even to this day. At the time, I was in the business of getting in gunfights. Now, this is a serious business that has permanent consequences. I had never been in a gunfight. So I not only wanted to win in this endeavor, I had to win. He said to me, "Do you know who wins in a gunfight? The person who has the courage to square off and finish the fight." I apply this to everything I do. Life is difficult and it can sometimes be scary, but we can't do anything halfway. We have to commit and finish the job because the chances are our opponents aren't willing to. This is going to give you an advantage in everything you pursue. As always, guys, I'm here to help you win. If you have any questions, just leave a comment or head over to my website. I'll leave the link below. Catch you next week, guys.